Boy Advance
鉄腕アトム、アトムハートの秘密。
の秘密。
パンチ。ビーム。L を押したら。
ブワブワブワ。
アトムハートで。
なんした10万馬力。
鉄腕アトム、アトムハートの
秘密。
Okay, there are no English commercials for this game. So.
That's okay. It's Astro Boy.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Manga.
Fine.
Anime. Yeah.
Manga.
Manga. Manga.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Play Retro. That's right. This is Play Retro. We talk about old video games here on the show. I'm one of your hosts, is what I meant to say. One of your hosts, Scott Johnson. And Astro Boy is more of an Astro Man, really. Not to be confused with the Astro Van. We had one of those. Anyway, he's fast, powerful, and able to shoot huge lasers at his enemies. Look out, Dr. Tenma. I'm here to pew-pew your face.
You take that, Dr. Dad Timma. And I'm your other host, Brian Dunaway, and I'm not a real boy. Nay, I'm better than my daddy's dead son, though. I'm an android who can shoot lasers from my fingers, finger blasters, and bullets from my fake plastic butt. Take that, you anime-looking baddies. Love me, daddy. Love me. Omega is not a factor for me.
No, there's no Omega factor for you.
Love me, daddy. I'm not Tobio, father. I'm not Tobio.
You're not Tobio, but you might be Astro Boy. We're going to talk about Astro Boy for the Game Boy Advance, specifically the Omega Factor 2003. Underrated. What do you call it when something's a
hidden treasure? People don't
sleeper hit.
Sleeper?
Okay, no, because usually that means it hits at some point. It did okay, but it wasn't like gigantic splash, and it was easily in the top 3 action games that platform ever freaking saw, and you missed it. So we're here to talk about it. Also, Astro Boy 2004 through PlayStation 2, we get a little bit of talk as well, but
we get a little bit.
It's not the game you want to play. You want the GBA game. I love that game. I just played it recently, so I'm very excited to talk about this and played a whole bunch more this week as a result. Let's talk about a few things first. If you are a patron of the show or a supporter on any of these sort of Patreon, like the Patreon Frog Pants or any of those things, you got a sneak peek at a episode for the show that will be launching technically on Friday for the general public. But all of you got it early. For those that didn't get it yet or aren't signed up, you'll get it this Friday, however the ways you get it, YouTube, all the places it'll be. I sat down with Qbert co-creator, Warren Davis.
Wait, his name's not Qbert? His name is Warren Davis?
Definitely not Qbert, and he definitely doesn't swear with a little bubble next to his head all the time. Everyone keeps asking me that.
Right.
We've talked about Qbert. Actually, you had a whole show on here, a whole episode.
That is amazing. You got to sit down and talk to a legend, Warren Davis. Growing up, I would have never seen this coming because I love Qbert. They talk about talking to a creator. That's
I know,
amazing,
it was awesome.
Scott.
And a huge thanks goes out to Joe and our community who knew him
Joe,
from some
you.
community theater stuff, which we're going to talk about some of that in this interview. Here's the thing you guys don't know. He had a massive role in games like Mortal Kombat, NBA Jam, Terminator 2 Judgment Day, the light gun game. What was what was the game with freaking, I can't think of the name all of a sudden. The band. Sweet Emotion.
Rock band?
What's wrong with me?
Oh, Aerosmith.
What was the Aerosmith game? It was like a shooter game. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Oh, crap. What was that thing called? We just talked about it not that long ago. I think we did the...
something.
We did the Kiss Psycho Circus. We talked about it a bit. Oh, my gosh. I can't remember.
Well, someone will remember
Davis
it.
Justice.
Yeah, he
love it.
So here's the thing. He didn't make those games. He didn't design those games. His book has a foreword by Ed Boon from the NetherRealms people, or from Mortal Kombat, a legend in his own right. Yeah. But his job was to create a technology that would function pretty easily for the developers to build games around, that would capture live footage of people, convert that into digital frames. And this is a long time ago when none of this was possible. Now we think, we'll just use your camera or whatever. That's not how it was back then. Aerosmith Revolution X, that was it.
That's it.
And he developed and kind of started that technology. So when you played NBA Jam, and you were playing with like these photo scanned looking, pre-rendered shots of these players in all their different positions, or any of those games, the wrestling game they made at Midway, we talked about here before, all those games that use that technology, this was all Warren Davis stuff.
That's crazy.
He also was lead programmer on Joust 2. We talked about the challenges of trying to follow up the original Joust and maybe why that was a problem. And in some ways, that game has some superior mechanics, but maybe it shouldn't have been vertical. There's a bunch of stuff we talked about. So look forward to this conversation. It'll be up in full on Friday for those who don't support us on any of the support things. But if you do support us on Patreon, it's out today and available now if you want to listen to it.
I haven't even had a chance to listen to it myself. I'm so stoked. It's been one of those weeks. But
this
still,
week has been insane.
Wait.
Yeah, this week's been hard, but I want you guys to hear it. I think you'll really enjoy it. So big thanks to Warren and big thanks again to Joe for making that arrangement. And I look forward to doing more of these in the future. I really want to talk to Eugene Jarvis.
Oh, yes. I would love to talk to Eugene. He's a character. I've seen some interviews and some little mini docs and stuff with him, and I would love that would be a great one.
I don't know how to find that guy. If anyone knows a way to connect with Eugene Jarvis.
Come on, retro heads.
Yeah. The
Get
guy
us in there.
The guy what made what did he do that was so amazing? The Tetris or not Tetris. My brain's not working today. What's the I have it right here. Hold on.
I prefer Tetris.
Where'd it go?
Do you want help, or you just want to?
What's the vector game with the thing you go around and pew pew pew, and there was a 2000 for the Jaguar? What's wrong with me? What is the name of that freaking game?
Go pew pew pew.
Why can I say not Robotron? The other one.
Robotron.
No, it's like the little thing. He had a spinny wheel. Tempest. Oh my gosh. I'm losing it.
You're not losing it, man.
We do this show at like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. My brain is dead.
So late in the afternoon. This is probably the latest episode besides Cork, but that doesn't count.
It starts earlier and dies.
Yeah, that's like
later.
Yeah. So I love it.
Anyway, check it out.
You're getting the best of our brain chemicals right now. You're welcome.
Well, you're getting whatever's left anyway.
Yeah, that's right.
What are you up to this week?
Hey, man, I had a couple of things I was going to talk about, but something arrived that I've been waiting on for about a year. Tanner was kind enough in the community. Straven was kind enough to get me hooked up with this Kickstarter project. It is a MCon. It's a mobile controller. What does it do? Well,
it's
as you
just
can tell right here,
a convention for the letter M. Yeah,
right. So it's a convention for the letter M. You know what I really should do? I should, instead of being in studio mode, I should take that out.
There we go.
So you can actually see it. There we go. So you see me lean over. There we go. All right. So this is the MCon that I got, right?
It's a handheld, right? What is this?
Yeah, it's a little handheld. So watch what it does. So you click this little button and
whoa, shit!
It flies out of your hand.
Oh, it's a little like the flip a little bit, like the What's that
so
called?
You wouldn't be holding it uncomfortably like the way I'm holding it, right? You'd actually have it held properly, and it would snap up like that. And that's pretty cool.
Going to launch out of your hand and hit the wall.
It really does have a lot of tension to it, but it connects through Bluetooth. It's got now I have an Apple device. And so I just hook right into that mag connector there. It comes with an Android, so these are supposed to be good for any phone. You can put this in the back of your Android and do exactly the same thing. This will slide just a little bit if you've got an MCon, you don't know it yet. It took me a little bit to figure this out. This little thing will slide a little bit because your phone may be a little bigger or a little smaller, so you need that to be adjusted.
It'll be adjusted.
It's got your recessed thumbsticks, it's got your D-pad, it's got your face buttons, and it's a really nice little device here. It also, you can break it out like this. It's got a little kickstand for your phone. You can stand it up somewhere.
Oh, this does the Bluetooth in if you need to.
Yeah,
okay.
Just do the Bluetooth in. Yeah, so this thing's a pretty cool device. I played have you played that NFL game, that new 26 NFL game that's a retro game? Have you seen this yet?
I have that game on Steam. It is called
I don't usually subscribe to Apple Arcade, but I got 2 months free right now, and I said, yeah, why not? I'll do that.
That game's very good.
What is this thing? New Star Games. It's like an NFL.
There it is. Retro Bowl. That's it.
26.
Their first game, I want to say the first game that they made was fully playable football game, and they've done a college thing since, but that first one did not have NFL license to do the teams. My understanding is this one does, I think.
I'm not sure that I haven't gotten deep into it yet, but I did play it a little bit. You can put it right on there. Like I said, you can play it otherwise, but the buttons work just like you would expect them to if you turned it on.
Right? Oh, yeah, you better have it on.
You got to have it turned on. There's a little blue light flashing there, getting a little Bluetooth connection.
Yeah.
And maybe in a second. And is it going to give it to me? Oh, it worked perfect pre-show, but not during the show.
man.
Oh, how embarrassing. Oh, there it went. All right, there we go.
Okay,
there it is.
good.
Yeah, there
Just
it
took a
goes. So
second.
there we go. Yeah, there you go. So it's right in there.
That's
And then
awesome.
you can play the game. I
Yeah,
love
it's
it.
a
I'm calm.
cool.
Thank you, Tanner.
It's a cool, really cool little series of games. Anyway, if you haven't played them, Legend Bowl. Let's see. They're one without NFL teams. If you're looking for like the alternate on Steam, is how much? It is currently $24. I got it on sale, but it's awesome little football game. Great reviews.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's see if I can show some video here. This might help people see what we're looking at. Look at this. Look at this old school
love
ass.
that.
I love it, dude.
I love that.
It's like playing Madden when it was cool.
Yeah. When it was cool.
Yeah, it's not cool anymore, man.
It's not cool anymore.
Anyway, that's great. I think that's really
But yeah,
cool.
this device is pretty cool. I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna play with it this next week and follow up on it. But it is called M, like in the letter M, CON controller. So mobile controller.
Somebody should make
Pretty cool.
a bowl, a noodle bowl with little Pac-Man noodles, shaped noodles, and little like ghost noodles, whatever, from old video games. Mappy, little Mario guy, and then call that a retro bowl and sell it and eat it.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Tom DeGosa said the same thing in chat.
That's great.
He just said, "I love a nice retro bowl for dinner." He didn't go the
That
full
is great.
distance though about all the noodle shapes. That was your old.
Well, I
boy,
think-
that was your boy Scott right here.
That's your boy Scott right there. Take that, Choplifter.
How much is that if I want to buy that thing in your hand? How much?
I think right now it's close to $150. I think we paid one something, a little over $100, and it is a chunk. It is nice. But one of the things they sell is like, hey, you can just carry it around your phone all the time and stick it in your pocket. And I'm like, well, I don't know about all that, but it is pretty. It's okay. It's not bad.
I think it looks
it's a
cool
nice
as heck.
little alternative. Oh, I think it looks super cool. I was kind of hoping that it had like some charge abilities, like you could like tie it in and everything, but I don't think it does. I don't think it can't bypass through there. It can't do that. That's crazy talk, Brian. You're crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy.
Yeah.
I've decided you're crazy after hearing that.
Yeah. It's got Hall effects.
Oh, that's good. Hall effect sticks
Look
are the
out.
only way to go. If anyone makes
right.
new sticks and doesn't do Hall effect, like freaking, I'm looking at you, Nintendo, with your Switch 2. If you do that, I don't know what's wrong with you. It is as cheap to make or cheaper. It is
Right.
You're never going to have that stuff do drift. It's a superior technology. Everybody's doing it except Nintendo. Why
Yeah.
not Nintendo? Why not?
Yeah, why not Nintendo? And Nintendo, while we're talking about that too, when are you going to put Astro Boy Omega Factor on the Game Boy Advanced Nintendo Online crap? I don't care about licensing. Do it.
Yeah, it's
but
not in
Nintendo,
there.
You're bad.
That's true. It's not in there. That sucks. Although I see they've added.
They added some new. They added some new. Was it some N64 or was it? Or was
It's a new
it some,
GameCube game.
stuff? GameCubes. That's what
I think
it was.
they added the Fire Emblem game I'm missing.
That's right. They did. That's very exciting. Okay, I take it back, Nintendo. You're doing a great job.
Yeah, you're doing a great job, guys.
You're doing a great job.
Let me just real quick check in there. I had to blow it off because I'll admit my Switch 2 is a little dusty because
Yeah.
they haven't given me a ton of reasons, and I'm like, well, give me some Hall effect sticks or something. What are you doing, Nintendo?
I'm the same way. I feel very bad about receiving it as a gift because they were like, "Aren't you excited about it?" I'm like, mildly.
Mildly.
No, I acted
Sorta,
really excited
kinda.
because
Yeah.
I was very excited. It was very nice of my family to treat me on my birthday to us. That's amazing. I mean, how fortunate am I that they would do such a thing?
Yeah.
But I was just like,
look, if they're buying you Switches
Yeah.
for your birthday, you're
good
in the
Lord,
right crowd.
they all got together, but still, I was like, thank you.
If I remember right, the GameCube version of Fire Emblem was easy, but still pretty good. It kind of was
Right.
easy, though, and I don't know why.
Well, we're definitely going to cover it. We haven't covered any of them, I don't believe, yet, have we?
Have we not done Fire Emblem yet?
I don't think we've done any Fire Emblem.
You don't understand, dude. That's my favorite series. We had to have.
No.
We didn't do the GBA games, the Two Stones and the
Wait a minute.
other one. Did we?
Did we do the Two Stones? We talked about it, but we just do it in passing.
Maybe I
Fire.
don't remember.
I'm not seeing
Gosh, dang it, dude.
Emblem. I'm not seeing that anywhere.
All right, we got to resolve that. That's stupid.
Yeah, that's
Can't believe
dumb.
we haven't done that. All right, next time we get around to,
Rude.
I guess today's a GBA game, but we got to start there because those GBA games are still the best in my opinion. I think they're so good. The 3DS game is probably the best. It was called Awakening, I think. Fire Emblem Awakening. Probably the best game they ever made. The problem is, I don't think it falls into the time frame of being retro yet. So.
Scott says in episode 151 of Afterburner episode that he's playing Fire Emblem Sacred Stones mood again, and it's all I'm playing.
It's such a good game. And by the way, I've played that through twice since then. That's how much I love that game.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I love it.
We talked about it a little bit during Advance Wars, but yeah, wow, look at this.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've talked about Fire Emblem many times. Oh, look, and Scott's talking about in episode 93.
Yeah.
It's modern talking about Symphony of War.
Oh, yeah,
it's
great.
Like a modern take on the Fire Emblem.
Yeah, a lot like it.
Yeah.
Cheap little indie game.
Scott up about it.
Worth getting. I don't like that it's made in RPG Maker because that's just a weird piece of jank in my opinion. I know I'm biased and it's probably great, but it's still a very good game in there.
It's a neat engine, I think. But yeah, I'm with you. I mean, it's neat.
I don't know why. It always makes me just kind of go, oh, that's what you did?
Yeah.
You didn't use real
how you did it?
engine. You didn't use Godot or Unity or Unreal, or you used that. Okay. Yeah. It's like, okay.
Fine.
We'll see how you did. Anyway, let's move on to our main discussion today. We have a big one, I think. A game none of you played but should.
Hugest.
We're going to talk all about Astro Boy Omega Factor.
Shall we play a game?
I know, chat room, I'm biased on the RPG Maker thing. I know. It's a problem.
No,
Someone send me some of your favorites and I'll change my mind, okay? Let me know they're not cookie cutter freaking where's your anime pixel art and I'll use it for my generic game. Show me more of those and I'm with you, okay? I'm with you. Anyway, where are we now? Oh, yeah, let's talk about this game, Astro Boy Omega Factor. If you're not a big fan of the original manga or anime adaptations of all things Astro Boy, well, you wouldn't be alone. It wasn't as huge here in the States as it was in Japan, but it has its following. Didn't they try to make a movie, too? There's like a Astro Boy.
So there is a movie, and there's supposed to be. So there's a movie back, I believe, in 2008, 2009 that was CGI, but there was also a TV series on Toonami. This was both of these games were used elements from that TV series that was on Toonami in 2003. So
those
a lot
were
of connective
good days. That Toonami stuff was cool.
Those were great days.
See, look at that.
Great. Look at that's the 2008 3D animated thing. They're also trying like a live action thing as well. But you're right. Astro Boy never really took off.
Not like it could have. I mean, he's got a shirt on in the Americanization of the things. I mean, make him.
His early on stuff. He's notoriously does not have any shirt on. Osamu Tezuka, is that Tezuka?
Probably.
Is how you say his name. He's the creator of Astro Boy way back when. Started out as manga and animation. Had several iterations. There was one during
There's
the
your
80s
OG
that
right
got
there.
translated. Yeah, there you go.
That's him.
So he's an android, right? He's an android. So the quick story is, the quick story is this is Pinocchio without his nose growing.
Yeah, it's Pinocchio. Here's an old black and white. Look at that.
Right, Doctor. So it's like a cross between. So the story is Pinocchio because Dr. Tenma, his son, Toshio. Is killed in a car accident, and then he builds a robot that's supposed to be like his son, a replacement for his son, but he's atomic, right? He's got it all.
It is Pinocchio.
He's
really,
a robot
at the end of the day.
Yeah, and even goes off. Even when he realizes, when Dr. Tenma realizes that the robot will not be able to replace his son, he runs off to the circus or gets shipped off to the circus.
And sometimes he ain't got no arm either. Look at that.
Right. Yep.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
But all kinds of really cool. So many things have been inspired by Astro Boy. So don't throw no shade on Astro Boy just because you didn't watch it, people.
Yeah.
It's fine. I didn't either, not until recently. But
a lot of people didn't. Don't worry. Here in the Western, in the States, we just weren't into it. But this game comes out. I picked this thing up in 2003 because it had been recommended to me. Played it a bunch since then and played a little bit this week. This game is still, I think for that platform, top 3 action games on the Game Boy Advance. For its entire run, it's that good. You should play it. Go emulate it. Go find it. Go buy the cartridge if you have to. However you got to get it. Play it. It's
when you get treasure involved, right? Yeah, because they love Gunstar Heroes. Remember those Gunstar Heroes? You like that? That kind of action, that gameplay with a little Astro Boy. You're gonna like this deep flavor of animation. It was just, I love it.
Yeah.
Everything is just. It looks so good. There's so much going on. The weapons are satisfying. The attack combos. We're talking about Game Boy Advance. We're talking about 2 face buttons, 2 shoulder buttons, a D-pad, and you have just a number of moves that you can make that make this game feel rich, gameplay wise.
Yeah, and look at this. Now, one thing that's unusual about it, and we're watching some video right now, listeners at home. Sorry you can't see this, but I'll try to explain it. If you played something like Mega Man, you had a much broader camera, like kind of pulled out on the action. This game does, in favor of that, the action is in difference to that, the action is way up close. So he is down here in the fight. You are getting a very well animated sprite of Astro Boy himself. And the action is kind of a little bit claustrophobic if you're not used to it, if I'm honest.
Beautiful character design. So Sega was involved with this. Treasure and Sega Hitmaker, which was what was really what was it? AM3. I forget which team Hitmaker was, but it was a Sega team essentially. A lot of the talents from there, and so they like the big sprites, and perfect because Astro Boy is really well designed. Right, he looks like he was kind of modeled after like a bunch of Disney stuff. I definitely think animation from America was kind of influencing some of these things. Of course, they had their own culture too, but we were really shoving our culture down their throats after World War II. So how are you going to miss it? Yeah. But they loved the Popeye. They loved the Popeye.
They did love Popeye, dude.
They loved the Popeye, man.
Into Popeye. They wanted to make Popeye so bad that Shigeru Miyamoto tried to make Popeye, couldn't get it done, and ended up making, I don't know, Donkey Kong instead. They eventually made Popeye, but it took a big success to get there and to get their licensing. But that was his goal. That was his dream. You don't care about no Mario. It turns out in the end, he made a much more popular mascot with Mario than Popeye would ever be. But, he didn't know. He just wanted to make Popeye.
This is my opinion. I think the Japanese took what they were seeing that we were creating and just doubled down and made some of the most amazing things ever. They went, oh yeah, you think that's the top? Let me show you. Let me manga this thing up. Let me animate some stuff for you.
Oh, hell yeah.
And it's just gorgeous.
Yeah, this game is I think a good representation.
Slow down.
Yeah, this whole level is kind of the worst.
Yeah.
Now that I've been praising this game, can I say one thing I didn't like? This level.
Yeah. This level it's got a lot of particle type effects, but I don't know really what they are, but it's like an overlay and you get some slowdown. Most of the game is really responsive, which is important because there's a lot of, this is a beat 'em up and you get some shmup along the way as well.
A little bit of shmup in your beat 'em up. Absolutely.
Yeah. And which is perfect because Astro Boy flies.
Say beat 'em shmup. How about that?
Beat 'em shmup.
Sure.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, but he's got these amazing jet like booster things. It takes great advantage of the shoulder buttons. The device it was on, it knew that and it used it to great effect, I think. Yeah. And just some really memorable action. And I would say, I'm trying to think of a game if a more common game people may have played that this is a lot like. And if I had to compare it, I'd say like Gunstar Heroes or something.
Yeah, just Treasure. It's got to be, it's got that. The Treasure brought the Gunstar Hero right to this game.
And it plays so smoothly. Like the pacing's amazing. I don't think the story's all that insane. It's fine.
Okay, so let's talk about the story for a minute. One of the things that turns off a lot of reviewers that I had heard from who were younger and maybe was not exposed to Astro Boy. So I had a little, encounters with Astro Boy over the years just because the people I hang out with, but I never really dove deep into it, but I knew probably more than some. And so I was used to seeing some of these characters, and some of the characters are from other properties by the same creator. So I thought it was fine because one of the things you get in this game is something called the Omega Factor. That's what is in the title. What you're doing is in between battles in stages, you're trying to meet characters. And when you meet those characters, you become a little more human, right? And as a result, you get a little power up to your character, whether it be life or your weapons become stronger. But you're becoming a stronger android because Astro Boy essentially is usually embroiled in kind of balancing androids and humans. So he's always trying to keep he doesn't want to battle. He wants androids and humans to get along because he's the bridge, right? He's Astro Boy.
Yeah, he's Astro Boy.
He's a little bit of both.
Yeah.
He's a little bit of both.
He's also got a butt gun. Let me tell you about his weapons. This is amazing. He's got so the combat system is basically a bunch of moves, a pretty versatile move set, and this includes punches and kicks, and it's got a finger laser, so a little click finger laser. Bzz.
It's called a finger blaster, which I do not care for. That is not a good name.
I didn't realize they had done that.
For a kids-like game.
Yeah, no kidding. But they have this the EX Blazer is one of his specials, the EX special. Massive beam from his arm, so his arm he basically takes it apart. Huge, like Dragon Ball Z level things. Yeah, screen clear kind of move. It's really good. There's also the machine gun. This is his butt-mounted guns. It's a classic manga trait. Fire at all the enemies on screens, kind of like a what do you call those, burst flower style attack or whatever. And then he's got that drill attack, which is a high-speed dash, makes Astro invincible while damaging anything in his path. And then there's that, like you said, the Omega Factor part is the game's RPG-like upgrade system, which at the time, action games like this didn't have that. Not really.
Right.
That to me is amazing. You meet and you register, I think it's 40 characters in total, something like that.
Right.
That you were talking about that.
A lot of characters.
You earn those points, you upgrade his stats, life, punch power, laser strength, jet speed. That to me is where the sauce is in the game. Without that, it's just kind of another action game with pretty good mechanics. But I think the progression system in it put it over the top for me.
What's interesting, what I found interesting as I was exploring the game, is that the Game Boy Advance is a pretty capable system for what we're looking at, but what they're asking it is pretty a big ask because you look at how many graphical elements and how fast everything is moving. There are a lot of asks. So one of the things they do is kind of cool is they have the sprites, but they're scaling the sprites up. So you'll encounter enemies like you'll have bees or wasp or whatever they are, and they're flying. So you have to attack them in the air. So you have to jump up and use your rocket boots, make a move to blast them. You can't do it from the ground. But they've saved resources by scaling the sprites. So the enemies don't seem like they're all the same enemies because sometimes you're fighting little bitty baby bees, and then sometimes you're fighting medium bees, and then sometimes you're fighting great big old bees. And I thought that was pretty clever. And also, this kind of may be an annoying point for some people, but if you're planning on playing this game to completion, and it's not a terribly long game, you do have to go through each level twice. So there's a story point when you go through the first time, and you think it's the end, but it's not.
It's birth and rebirth, they call it, by the way.
Right. So. Birth is how it's introduced, and then you have to go back in through, and you might get a little mad, like, oh, I got to do this. But they don't hit you with the same enemies necessarily. It changes a little bit and it allows you to access different areas because you can't do it until you get to a certain level in your Omega Factor. And at that point in time, you get to meet more characters and you progress the story. So it can be a little annoying if you don't like that backtracking, but I thought it wasn't that bad.
It's an era rife with backtracking, but they do enough to change it up, and your progression makes a big difference in that regard.
You got to put it on a little cart, Scott.
You kind of enjoy it. Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah,
I liked it.
It's not bad.
It has a so yeah, you mentioned that you do the rebirth thing, but it's a travel through time deal.
Yeah.
And I don't like time travel normally, but it was fine here. It's fine. That didn't make me turn away. It was all right.
Yeah. But this thing is all self-contained. You don't have to be an Astro Boy fan to do it, but there was a lot of fan service to those people who did like it. And if you tied this in with watching the 2003 series on Toonami, I am so jealous of people who grew up on Toonami. When I grew up, when I first got introduced to anime, most of my stuff was like G-Force, which is Gatchaman.
Battle of the Planets, G-Force,
Battle of the Planets.
and Voltron,
those kind of things. Yeah. And so, we got a lot of afternoon watching with those things in Saturday morning cartoons as well. But with Toonami, it kind of like a mirror to what Japan does with most of their more adult anime. You run it through the night.
Right.
And so I'm kind of jealous of those kids who got to stay up all night watching the Toonami.
Yeah, dude. Toonami was cool.
Yeah.
It was very cool. Whatever happened to that?
Yeah.
It's gone now, right? It's not a thing.
Well, yeah. Now, I don't use it. KT Data is screaming. This was on Kids WB, not Toonami. Okay, interesting.
Maybe was it? I could have sworn it was also Toonami. We got that wrong?
All right. Maybe I'm wrong. All right. Well, I stand corrected, and you can correct me anytime you're ready.
Well, it's what Kevin does best. So
right.
That's not true. He does a lot of really good things really well.
Oh, Kevin does so many great things. Yeah. But yeah. Kids WB, that's interesting.
Yeah, I remember Kids WB, but I don't remember this being on there. But
I don't remember this being on Kids WB. I had more access to Kids WB than I did Toonami typically because I was asleep.
Yeah, you were.
I wasn't recording nothing. I didn't turn my TiVo on.
No, hell no.
My TiVo.
That would have been about the time, right?
Right.
I think so. The game features characters from across the canon, right? Like all the different stories, stuff from the original mangas and the anime stuff that came before.
Yeah.
So you're going to see names, if you're familiar with the universe, like Blackjack, Dorio, Princess Knight, and then the three-eyed one.
The three-eyed
guy
one,
with the two normal eyes, and then the one he's fighting him right now, fighting the three-eyed one. What a complex name he has. The three-eyed one, but whatever. I'm not here to criticize. I think he's fun to fight. It was a great boss fight. You're seeing it happen right here. The trick to this fight is to shoot him dead. That's the trick. Yeah. So
you are working. So how the game works, side scrolling, shoot 'em up, beat 'em up, and you do encounter a lot of bosses, and you'll get screen locked. You'll go in an area and you can't move from that area until you clear all the enemies on screen. And you have to learn how to do it. You have to learn how to get in the air and fight. It's not just side scrolling.
No,
you got to clear the whole.
But
screen.
they do a great job of leading you through it. Like you feel like you're being tutorialized just from the gameplay.
Yeah.
And by the time you get to something that's crucial that you have paid attention to what you've done previously, you've got some muscle memory for it now, and the game's really good at that. I think that's some of my favorite games are like that, where it just I get good, and then I'm presented with a scenario where I can now use what I've learned. It's hard to explain, but it's a hard balance. Games don't do this very well, and I think this game does an amazing job of that.
Yeah, difficulty curves are very difficult, and I appreciated that the bosses were. I like these. I like big bosses. And
you cannot lie. Yeah.
Yeah, and one of the first ones I think is exclusively for this for the game, because I didn't recognize the boss before, and I looked him up and I didn't see anything except for reference into the game, and it's all patterns. So you got to figure out what it is. You'll try one trick for a little while and it doesn't work. You'll try another, and then finally you'll figure it out. Like because you gotta dash behind him. Before he squashes you.
Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff like that, and I like it.
Evil.
It feels natural. I don't feel like I had to look something up or cheat,
Right.
It just worked. I wanted to say this real quick, and I almost forgot. What was it? It was...
You said you had Evil, which is the Omega grid thing that unlocks.
Yeah, you have this grid as you find these foes and characters and whatnot, you unlock this grid. It's like a bee grid. Yeah. There's a lot of bees in this.
It's a lot of bees.
Yeah, super into bees. I know what I was going to tell you. The North American and European releases were delayed. All right, so this is a thing that people were pissed about because they were waiting for the anime's Western launch. Anyway, during this time, Japan had the game, and it hit markets with 2 difficulty settings, easy and hard.
Yeah.
There's no in between. What'd they do for America? They polished the hell out of it and said, we've worked out a third, and now we had a normal added to the game for all us normies. Yeah.
They called us normies.
Yeah, because I'll tell you what, I have tried the game on hard. No, thank you. I'll go on normal. Had I had the game in the Japanese version of the game, I would have done easy, because the game is hard on hard, man. Real hard.
Yeah, it is super Astro hard. Same. I played normal most of the time, and then I got exhausted, so I started a new one. I think I save it to 3. 3 on the Game Boy, and I started an easy. I went the easy path.
Yep.
which was probably the right path for me in the beginning.
THQ published this in Europe. Funny enough, Sega published it here in the States.
Yeah,
So
Sega was. Sega and Treasure were working together. I tried to dig a little bit into the development history of it, and I didn't find the pay dirt I was looking for. So I'll probably have to dig a little deeper. But
yeah. And if you want to beat the thing, we're not even talking about a huge game. This thing, if you just want to go for it, get the story, play the game, and feel pretty good about your run, 3 to 5 hours, relatively short. If you want to go nuts, though, and get everything, like 100% the game, about 15 hours. So, yeesh.
No.
A lot of repetition in that 15 hours.
That was wild.
Well,
yeah.
Did I lose you for a minute? Are you gone? What happened?
Yeah, I must have lost me for a minute because I couldn't hear. I could see. Oh, I know why. I could see you in Zoom, but I couldn't hear you in the clean feed. Okay, I see.
Oh, you muted me over there, did you?
No, I didn't mute you at all.
Oh, I don't know what happened. I have no idea.
I don't know.
You hear me now, though, right?
It was Professor Oldman.
Yeah,
he's a good guy.
It's Three-Eyed Bill. He's pissed.
Yeah, no, Dr. Tenma, who ends up being the bad guy, right? Because he's like, I'm hurt and I'm gonna create an android, and then he's like, I don't like androids, and then he's like, I don't like humanity. I'm gonna have a android uprising. Oh, by the way, Astro Boy has brothers and sisters. Whatever. It's weird.
Yeah.
But then there's Professor Oldman who guides you along the way, so that's great.
He's helpful. He's a helpful guy.
I like him. He teaches you everything.
By the way, I always like to look at some of the speedrun stuff when we talk about a certain game. I did this with...
this one has some amazing speed runs, which is weird. I didn't think about a speed run in this game.
I did this with Warren with our talk and discussion around Qbert.
Yeah.
Looks at some of the Qbert records. For this game, if you want to beat the game, the fastest anyone's beaten it on Birth, 25 minutes, 28 seconds.
Pretty good.
Rebirth, which they consider a second run, 27 minutes, 13 seconds. If you got the true ending, you did the fastest as a guy from Sweden who did it in an hour, 11 minutes, and 9 seconds. And then full Omega Factor, the entirety of the thing, the fastest anyone's been able to do. Same guy from Sweden, 1 hour, 15 minutes, 30 seconds, 6 years ago.
Man,
he beat the game that quickly. But you're looking at completionist about 15 hours if you're just trying to get through it 3 to 5. So
yeah, and if you're or like about 6 if you turn on all the cheats.
Oh yeah. Are there? So did you? I know there's a bunch of cheats for it, and I can experiment.
Yeah,
but
no, I ended up playing. So this game is hard to get at a reasonable price. There are counterfeits out there, which I would hate to see you get, but I understand. Nintendo has not put this anywhere, probably due to some complex licensing, because we're talking about Treasure, Sega. And then the Astro Boy rights holders, and then Nintendo licensed this for the Game Boy Advance, so it would be complicated to untangle all that. So if you're going to play this, it might be through emulation. The way I did it was I have a Japanese Game Boy Advance card, which is Japanese language, but I had a language patch on it. So there you go.
And that's a good way to do it. Sure.
I put that on my Atari VCS and played it there, where I could turn on RetroArch cheats.
Nice.
But I didn't do that until I earned a couple of retro achievements, because I wanted to catch them all.
Yeah, you're into that whole side of it. I wish I cared more about achievements. I just can't get excited about them, modern or otherwise. I'm just not a achievements guy. But
yeah,
I know some people love it, and I'm not. I don't poo-poo it. I just can't get excited about it.
I don't get excited about collecting achievements, but I do get excited about looking at my friends and comparing my achievements and seeing what we shared as an experience. Not as a competitive thing necessarily. Everyone lets them give them a little jab here and there. I have some friends that like to jab. I'm like, I got you. But most people, I'm just like, well, what their experience was, because it will tell you how many people achieved percentage-wise certain achievements. So if you do a thing, you're like, wow, that was really hard, and then a little thing comes up and says 97% of people completed this, and I'm like, I guess it wasn't that hard.
Who was the other? The code developed this with Treasure did with Sega's Hitmaker Studio. That's who it is.
Hitmaker, yeah. Hitmaker.
And Hitmaker, I know Gunstar Heroes from Treasure, but I don't know game. Hitmaker didn't ring a bell for me. Do we know what else they worked on?
It's one of the teams at Sega that they renamed themselves to Hitmaker because this is 2003, and Sega wasn't really necessarily developing stuff for their own platforms, and so.
Yeah, I'm just trying to find the. They don't. There's not a lot of history I can find on these guys.
Yeah, it's a hodgepodge of several other Sega teams. I don't understand exactly what they were doing. They had a bigger role in the PlayStation 2 version, but
yeah, that's right. Saw their name all over it.
Yeah.
I did not get to play that version, but I did get to. I watched a bunch of video. It looked fine. We'll talk about it in a second, but it looked fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah. We'll talk about it in a minute. And, scores represent its fineness.
Yeah, it's fine. Its average quality is definitely on display.
Yeah.
Let's put it that way. Well, let's talk about that for a second. 2004, developer, published Sonic Team, and Sega, and then Hitmaker, one of these sub-Sega teams. They probably just got rolled into Sega. They're probably all Sonic Team now, for all I know. Anyway.
Yeah, and you'll see. Yeah, it is Sonic Team, and you'll recognize it pretty early on in this game because some of the initial things you do, you're like, "What am I playing? Nights into Dreams or something here with this ring thing? Oh, rings! I hope this is not like that Superman game."
Oh,
anyway,
can't have that.
But it wasn't. Yeah.
Also, ring. I know we did Nights into Dreams. Didn't we do that? We cover that here.
Do that one? I think
even if we didn't. Did or didn't?
Feels like we've done it.
There's a piece of me that looks back and thinks that Knights was perhaps a little overblown for what it was. What it benefited from, hey, this weird controller Sega's got like an analog controller and it looks about the size of a damn pizza. Here you go. Like there was some neatness there because it wasn't really a universal experience. But in retrospect, I don't know that game is all that great. I think Nights into Dreams is kind of not great. So I guess what I'm saying is the influence here is noticeable in the video I watched of the 2004 game, and it just kind of made me go, "Oh, you thought we were still really into that, didn't you, Sega?"
Yeah. It was interesting. That whole project is really worth talking about. If we have never, I don't think we've done it, but I've really the Christmas one. I love that thing. It is such a thing of its time. It's just it's a real neat experience. If you've never played it before, it's definitely worth experiencing, but I don't know if you would go back and play it a lot. Kind of like this game. This game is one of those. This game is got a tough order. It's like, hey, I think maybe is that the right video? I think that may be the 2008 PS2 version based on the animated movie. Is what he's talking to a robot. Is that the?
No, this is it.
There was two. There was one from 2004 and then one from 2008.
I know. Well, I know this game.
PS2
this
games.
one's definitely 04. And that's a PS2 skip button there, select button there.
Oh, absolutely. Both of them are for PS2.
Yeah.
Both the titles were PS2.
Oh, were they both PS2
yeah.
Maybe it's the right one. I thought it was. Did I watch the wrong? I may have watched the wrong one.
I don't know if it's much different. Yeah, let me see. This is kind of similar. No, this is different. Because the boots thing you don't discover till later. Yeah, this looks a little nicer. Yeah, this is late in life PS2 based on that animated feature film. There's an earlier version. So let me tell you about it. It's kind of bland, but they had a tall order. They needed to kind of tie in with the 2003 animated that was
there. It is.
Kids WB.
There
it is. That's the one I remember.
I haven't even seen this business. They got the no shirt and a weird brown topper head and everything. Yeah,
that's right. He's talking to his robot who's gonna help him out a little bit. He's at his home. He's got Dr. Big Nose, Know It All.
Yep.
And there's the rings you had to do early on.
This,
to learn.
Okay, now it's even worse than I thought. I don't want to do that. Like there was a moment there where Sega was obsessed with rings and flying through them.
Yeah,
I don't know where that came from, but that's not my jam. I'm not into it.
It was definitely Nights of the Dreams, right? Because that's what you did.
Yeah.
You basically were doing that the entire time. You were flying through rings, and you're kind of doing that here too. But this game, you start out kind of like at your home, where the professor's staying at, and he will kind of give you missions to go out on. And this game needed to be, or wanted to be something that was like a big world where you could go fly around in. But it also needed a bunch of battles and stuff. So the times when you have to travel to the areas where you're going to go on your adventure are kind of sparse. But then when you get there, you have to face off with bosses. I mean, it's just boss battle after boss battle all the way through the game.
Seems like there's something interesting with the flight mechanic here, but
yeah,
just when your goal is like, oh, I need to go fly through these rings. F that. I don't want to do that.
So this is a really weird comparison, but for some reason it felt like City of Heroes to me.
Oh,
where
weird.
it sometimes felt like it was a little bit sparse, but then when you got to fight somebody, you each had these powers you weren't necessarily used to.
Ooh, cart level.
Every time
there's a cart level.
Yeah, yeah. So, like I said, this is most places rate it like out of 5 out of 10. So, and it's kind of that. It has some interesting ideas, and occasionally it shines, but for the most part, it's kind of like, ugh, I got to fly over here to do this thing. All right,
yeah.
I guess that's what we'll do now. But yeah, it's all right.
I don't want to make a habit of attacking the original artist, but can I just say one thing about the design of the scientist?
Is it a representation of the 100,000 horsepower strength that he has?
No, not. He's fine. It's the guy, the scientist guy that made him, the Geppetto of our story. His nose is effed. It's effed.
Oh, okay. Are you talking about Professor?
Yeah,
or Doctor?
the professor, whoever that is.
Okay, yeah, the Professor Whiteshirt. So Professor Whiteshirt found Astro Boy, and Mean Dad decided he didn't want him, so he abandoned him. So
he's a dick.
You know, Mean Dad's got this long beard thing going on, and then Professor Noseman.
Here's the shot of it.
Now.
This nose here. This is it. Basically,
yeah. That's the guy. That's the guy. He's supposed to be nice, right? He's a nice guy.
Yeah, but it's worse in the game because it's flopping around. It has physics and shit. I don't like that.
Yeah. It's got physics and shit.
Yeah, I don't want that. Now the Astro Boy movie, I think, did a little better job. That's a little more like he's got a big nose, but he looks fine.
He's fun.
Yeah, I'm all right with that.
It's okay.
Whatever. I probably should see that movie. It sounds like it's fun.
It looks okay. I haven't watched that movie yet. I want to go back and watch
my
the 2003 series. I started watching it.
Look at this cosplay of it at the red carpet.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
There's like a really sweaty man in there.
Guaranteed there's a sweaty man inside that boy.
Yeah, he doesn't know. Anyway, sorry, you were saying.
His jet boots are burning up. Oh, I want to go back and watch the 2003 series. I also want to go back and watch the series from the 80s and things, but it's always a challenge.
Yeah, can we find this anywhere? Is there like a good source?
You got to find the right translation, right? You got to find the one. You're going to sub, you're going to dub. You know, it's better. It's good if you can, if you've got the time to read sub, because I like hearing the original inflections of the actors who knew the dialogue.
Yeah.
But that's not always an option. So sometimes dub is easier, right?
Look at some old school art here. Look at this.
Yeah, look at that.
Clearly inspired by our that era that we were in, the Betty
Atomic
Boop,
Age,
Atomic Age stuff. Yeah. Even they bothered to give him eyelashes. It's a weird thing to give the kid.
They bothered to give him eyelashes.
Yeah, it's very strange. Well, there you go. I watched. Gosh, dang it! I watched like an hour of video that wasn't the game we covered. I don't know why I watched that.
That's hilarious.
Game, but I did.
So we got a lot of our powers here, and we had to earn them as we go along. As we fight bosses, we get more power, so we can attack the next boss. A lot of this stuff is these kind of circle attacks where you're kind of flying out of the way and then going in for your attack. And then there's like this tug of war mechanic that goes in a lot of areas where you have to like pull the arms off or the capes off of other characters to kind of create damage. But so the battles are all right. They're not great, but they're all right.
They're okay.
And
from what I can tell, this looks fun. Looks all right.
There's a little exploration to it too. You get rewarded by picking up things and throwing things. There's a couple of little sandboxy things where you can go out to the street at your house and you can throw boxes at an old lady.
That's what I do with my life.
Making your own little bit of fun. So I won't poo-poo it, but I also won't say this game is great. Hurry out and run out and grab PS2's Omega Astro Boy.
Yeah, maybe don't.
Not Omega Factor.
Maybe don't freak out too much about it. It's all right.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. That's our look at Astro Boy. The GBA game is a must play. I personally believe.
Absolutely. That's why we did this whole episode, was to talk about that.
Yeah,
GBA
that's really
game.
the main focus here. The other stuff's fine if you get around to it. If you're a gigantic Astro Boy fan, you probably already played all this anyway, and we're talking to the choir. We're preaching to the choir. We don't talk to
Preach to the choir. We
Wait,
can talk to them.
How's that phrase go?
Yeah, preaching to the choir.
To the choir who's already in church singing. All right.
Right.
I got it right. I'm telling you, I'm working on like 2 brain cells today. I don't know what's going on. You wanted to make at least a mention of this Tetsuwan Atom, which is AKA Mighty Atom, 1998. This was an NES Famicom thing.
Yeah.
That looked better than NES. Sure, this isn't SNES. It looks like SNES.
So the Famicom system is this Famicom system? Did they have a disk drive and everything on that thing too that you could get? Like, wasn't the Famicom like way more powerful in some instances than the NES?
I don't remember.
But
here he is running around doing Japanese stuff in a Japanese console and never came here to the States. This is definitely, we're getting parallax scrolling. This might be Super Famicom.
It could be a Super Famicom.
Yeah, I'm not actually sure. Does it say? Yes, Super Famicom.
Games.
That is correct.
Okay.
If this video is right, I think it's right. Yeah, 98. That would have been. That wouldn't have been. I mean,
let me see what. Let me see what I. Let me. Right. Oh, definitely. If it's 98, is that right? Let me see. Zip
zip zap beep ba-da, ba-doo,
this one says maybe this is a different one. Maybe it's a previous version. The one I'm looking at on Moby Games. Oh, the one I'm looking at is definitely different.
Oh, okay.
So you click on that Moby Games. That is definitely not.
Oh yeah, but that can't be 98, can it? Or can it?
I don't think it's 98 supposed to be. Did I put 98 in there?
Oh, 88.
Yeah, I might have put. Yeah, there we go.
That's why it's not that.
That's what it got ganked about.
I get it now. All right. Excellent work, everybody. We got there. Oh, here's some of the I better small screen it because I don't want to get in trouble here. But look at the here we go. Here's some of your gameplay. This is more of an ad for it, but that's NES.
Yeah.
It looks like
that is NES.
It looks a night thing where you can't see anything. F that. I'm not playing that.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, forget it, game. All right, let's get to a game that we made up. We made a game, Brian. Can you believe it?
Wait, we made a game, and what are we going to do with that game?
We're going to play that game, and it's called Guess My Game.
Did we make it with RPG Maker?
No. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't play it, if I'm honest. Just kidding, everybody.
Destroy it.
It's called Guess My Game. We take audio from old games. The chat room all thinks it's some form of choplifter. It never is.
One time it was.
Today I'm going to do an arcade game for mine. I'm going to give you a platform and year. You're going to try to guess it from 4 possible answers. The year is 1982. The platform is the Video Arcade.
Oh, the Video Arcade. All right.
Here's your audio.
So like Astro Boy's having a stroke.
I know. It's like a little fart.
Yeah.
All right. This might be easy. Well, I don't know. I don't know if you played this. I
don't know. I don't think it's easy at all. I don't think I know this one.
This is one we had in the house. This is one of the following 4. These are all real, so I'm not trying to yank you around or nothing. Was it A, Quantum, B, Bagman, C, Reactor, or D, Nibbler?
Is C Reactor or is it Reactor?
Reactor.
Okay.
Or you could say it however you want.
D is Nibbler. Isn't that a character from Futurama, which I'm playing behind me right now?
100% it is. I have him right over here. I have a doll version
Nibbler
of him.
now. Is that Nibbler?
I have an action figure version of him. Let me see what you got.
I've got Nibbler right behind me right now.
Where is it? On screen?
Nibbler. Yeah.
I don't know.
That's Futurama. That's Nibbler right there, I believe.
It's not Futurama, is it?
No, that's not. That is what. That's
Ratchet and Clank.
No, it's Lilo and Stitch.
Ratchet and Clank.
No, it's Lilo and Stitch.
Clatchet and Rank.
Clatchet. Not. It's not important. Quantum Bagman, Reactor, or Nibbler. I'm gonna say, boy, I don't know why. I want it to be a big old sack man. Make it be Bagman, even though I don't think that's it.
Let's find out if it's Bagman. Is it Bagman? Oh, no, I'm sorry. It was actually Nibbler of all of those. Nibbler.
Oh, dadgummit.
It's kind of like an early proto Snake kind of. Pac-Man and Snake had a baby, is what I would say. And Nibbler is.
Ugh, gross. Why would Pac-Man have a baby with a snake?
It wasn't a great game, but it wasn't the worst thing you'd ever played. It was all right.
Yeah.
Brian, let's get to yours. We got a little audio here from what year and what platform, please, if you please.
Well, I saw so much Sega this past week, Sega. I decided that the Sega Genesis was where I wanted to go. The year was 1994.
All right, I'm just going to show you this. Where'd it go? I don't know where my Nibbler... I got Nibbler action figures, but I also have his... I have his...
Does he drop dark matter?
Yeah, look at his little poo tray.
Oh, there it is, the dark matter. Yeah, so sure enough, look at that.
It's his... what do you call it?
His litter box.
Litter box. Jeez, I can't think of anything. Yeah. With little balls in it. And I have a little guy Nibbler to go with it. There. So I have a whole bunch of these.
Heavy?
No, it's kind of. I mean, I can lift it, but yeah, it's supposed to be heavier than that. I think
I can lift it. I mean, I'm no Tony Little, but I mean, I can lift it.
Tony Little. No. If you don't know what we're talking about, listen to our pre-show if you're a patron. All right. Yeah. Here's your audio. Let's see if I can figure this out.
Crime in progress.
Crime in progress. Interesting.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Stage 1.
Oh, I'm loving the soundtrack.
Take that, Nibbler.
You know what? I know that supposedly the NES or Super NES had the better sound chip, right? That's the idea.
Yeah.
But I think the Genesis music, I think it's really held up. I love how a Genesis sounds.
Yeah.
I think back then we gave it a bad rap, but Crime in Progress. All right, I'm gonna wait for your answers here. What are my options?
All right, here are your options from the Sega Genesis 1994. All real games all came out in 1994 for the Sega Genesis. A Sparkster, B Flink, C Pulseman, D Mr. Nuts.
The only one I recognize is Mr. Nuts.
Mr. Nuts.
I remember Mr. Nuts. Never take candy from Mr. Nuts. Pulseman.
Pulseman.
Right. I'm taking Sparkster off of there.
No Sparkster for Scott.
Yeah, and I think I'm gonna Flink.
Flink.
You know what? I better not. I don't know.
No Sparkster though, right?
We got Pulseman. Hold on. Sparkster, Flink, Pulseman, Mr. Nuts. You know what I'm going to say?
On Sparkster, on Flink, on Pulseman, on Mr. Nuts.
Mr. Nuts is leading him. He's the Rudolph of this story.
Yeah.
All right. I'll go with Mr. Nuts. I really don't know. Mr. Nuts.
Scott says, give me the D, which happens to be Mr. Nuts. Why not?
Yeah.
And the answer is C, Pulseman. Oh, no.
Dang it. For a minute there, I thought Pulseman.
No.
What did the chat say? Let's see. Oh, Tonda Gosa said Pulseman. Damn it.
Tonda knows.
And he knows it's Pokemon devs? No way.
Yeah.
Never even heard of this. Hold on.
Pulseman.
Man. Genesis.
There's some pretty wild looking stuff.
Genocide. Here we go. Oh, I've seen this cover.
Yep. Game Freak.
All right. Yeah, North America, Sega Channel got it. I remember seeing this.
Yeah, well, they weren't doing Pokemon or Drill Dozer. They were busy making some Pulseman.
Did well in the
Pulseman.
Mycom magazine in Japan got 20.9 out of 30. That's pretty damn good.
Nice.
Let's see. Mega Drive fan gave it an 8 out of 10. Sega Saturn had a version, I think.
Ooh, I don't know. Did it? Probably.
I can't. Oh, I see. In Sega Saturn magazine, it was ranked among Sega Mega Drive's top titles, 178th spot in 200 slots.
Nice.
That's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Pretty good. Not bad.
Well, there's a crime happening, and the crime is me not getting it right. So, well done. So we both got it. No, you got it. Yeah, we both got it wrong.
No, I lost. You lost. Only Tonda won. I think. I don't think anybody else said it. Nutlifter wins, though.
Let me tell you who wins. Nutlifter and Aliens, and that's it.
Aliens.
All right, we got to welcome something to retro. Let's do it. Whoops, wrong button. Let's welcome to Retro. The Mega Man X collection came out on January 8th, 2006, and it was already a retro collection, basically at that point. But it was a massive anthology featuring Mega Man X1 through X6, plus the racing spin-off Mega Man Battle and Chase, which I never played. That
I think I farted around a little bit with that, but I don't think I ever played it.
If you were a Mega Man fan, though, you ran out and got this in 06. This was a big deal.
Yeah. I remember this.
So congratulations to it for hitting 20
years old.
Yep. January 8th,
Even the
2006.
collections are old.
Yeah. Can you believe it? It's insane.
Crazy.
Man, I was now we're a month and a half into my Wii use at this point in 06.
Ooh.
How was that 20 years ago?
Well, Scott, time she keeps on slipping.
I don't know how I feel about it. Yes, I do.
Into
I
the
hate
future.
it. I don't like it. All right. Well done. We got to get to our listener feedback now.
Welcome
To the treasure room. Guys, there's some stuff from people. We got to read it. All right. That's just the deal.
Yeah. You
can
send it to us and we have to read it.
That's right. If you go to frogpants.com/playretro, you'll find all the ways to send us stuff, including voicemails, texts, emails, and beyond. So go give that a shot. Nikolai wrote in and says, "Hey guys, if your in your Halo episode, you mentioned how the game's tutorial lets you choose between standard and inverted controls. My memory was that you're in the pod and they're going, all right, Chief, look down, look up, that whole thing."
Right. What'd you think? Yeah. It's like, what do you want? You think this one? I'm like, no.
Exactly. He says, "I figured out at a very young age that my brain simply works best using inverted control with a controller. During the GoldenEye days, I always had trouble playing because that game only let you play in one way, and it was standard. Once I discovered the option for inverted controls, I started having a significantly better time with FPS games. I would always throw my friends off when we took turns playing because they'd have to switch the setting back to standard, all while telling me how weird I was for playing inverted. So my question to you two is simple: standard or inverted controls? I kind of need to feel it first in a game to tell you, because there are some games where I gravitate immediately towards standard and it's not even a question. First-person shooters, for example, standard all the way.
Yeah.
But put me in an aircraft, suddenly my brain wants to go inverted. I want to pull a stick back to go up. I want to push a stick forward to go down. Like inverted for flight of any kind. And on the ground, though, with like vehicles and a body or a person, for whatever reason, that makes me immediately go standard. So maybe I'm weird for liking.
No,
both.
you're at good. It's called standard for a reason.
Yeah, I guess so.
Because that's what. But yeah, that's interesting. Always, righties versus lefties.
Yeah,
goofy versus.
I appreciate
standard.
Exactly. I appreciate a game that will let me choose. So
that's a skate term. I'm not insulting people.
No. We love the skaters. Don't be a hater. We love a skater.
Yeah. Skater girl.
Oh, did you hear Bam Margera is going to be in the new Jackass movie?
What?
They worked out a deal. I don't know how. I don't know what it means. But
nice.
Yeah. So if he can bring his heroin on set, I have no idea what he's going to do. He's got a bit of a drug drinking problem, or he did. I think he's
drinking.
I think he's sober now or something.
Yeah.
Anyway, big Jackass fan here, everybody. Kind of looking forward to it.
Yeah, where are you putting that? Where are you putting that pause at? Big Jackass fan over here.
Jackass fan. I really do like Jackass, but I'm here to tell you, those guys are older than me.
Yeah.
And
how jackassery can they be right now? Because part of the Jackass stuff was getting hurt.
Yeah, and they, I'm not going to place any bets or anything, but Johnny Knoxville or one of those other guys, someone's going to get hurt.
Somebody's going to break a hip.
Yeah, if they haven't. Well, I know they've already broken so many bones.
Bad grandpa.
Yeah. Who's the one that pooped out of the volcano in the one movie? Do you remember that? What was his name? He was the one that was always taking a dump. He would go. They went to a Lowe's and he pooped in one of the display toilets.
Yeah. Oh, which one was that though? I can't remember. I remember the pooping, but I don't remember the pooper.
Sigma says Jackass started in 2000. No, it was 98, 99. And if you count all the stuff previous to that, their little bootleg stuff they were doing, that was well into the mid 80s. Mid 90s, early 90s. Yeah, I don't know. In the last movie, they had some younger people that were involved. But like Steve-O, Pontius, all those guys, how are they going to do? They're getting old. They're old men now.
Yeah. Old men.
Whatever. I'll watch it.
Are you still a Jackass when you're an old man? Is that?
Yeah. I think so.
All right.
I think you can do. You can be full of jackass behavior and jackassery.
Okay.
You know.
All right.
Are you a jackass at this stage of your life, do you think? Or no?
I'm too tired to be a jackass.
First episode date was 2000. Interesting. I thought it was 90.
Oh.
That was late 90s.
No.
Why do I have that wrong?
I would have thought the same. So, yeah.
I thought I was watching repeats in 2000. But the original episode's like 98, 99.
Now, who's the jackass, Scott?
I guess I am.
Yeah.
Wee Man, he's still around.
Oh, yeah, Wee Man. Yeah.
They've only had one death, and it was the dude who got in the car crash.
Oh, that sucked.
That's the thing
Just
that
like-
drove Bam to get drunk all the
It's
time.
like Toshibio. Yep.
Can't remember his name. Ryan Dunn. Yeah. Anyway. Let us move on with our lives and read this email that I didn't finish. Did I finish it? I did.
I thought you finished
I
it.
did.
Yeah, because we discussed it. Yeah.
We prefer standard when required and inverted when required. That's my answer.
Yes.
Do you feel about the same?
Same. But it's a good discussion. And sometimes I'll fill it out, like you said. Sometimes it's not true, but most times.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, most times. Every game's going to be a little bit different. And I kind of just need to play it first. Because my brain will tell me as soon as I do it. I'll just go, oh, no, not that one.
Right.
And then I'm good the rest of the time.
I don't like when I'm doing a first-person shooter and they assume inversion. And
Yeah,
I'm like,
never
no,
do that.
Don't
Never
be
do that.
assuming my inversion. No.
Yeah. That's like lefty-righty stuff. It's fine to
Yeah.
have left-handers in the world. You're a much smaller percentage of the population, which is totally fine. But
Yeah.
I expect the default to be right because there's
Right.
more of the rights, you know?
Yeah.
But let people do the other. I think accessibility is important, and forcing people to make their brain make that work isn't cool, especially if they're, they just can't do it.
Rude.
I have this thing right now where we got a new sink fixture, like a, what do you call it, faucet?
Oh. Yeah.
In the
Fixture
kitchen?
is, I think, the right term for it.
I think that's
Yeah.
right. There's a new faucet in the kitchen, and the water thing, instead of being a twist or a pull to the side
pull
thing or
tilt.
anything,
Yeah, pull tilt,
it's
whatever it is.
you got to pull forward, out and forward, or out and back. And back is heat. Sorry.
Oh,
See,
I
I'm
don't
already
like that.
doing it. I'm already doing it.
I know what you're talking about.
Heat is front.
Yeah.
Cold is back.
Yeah.
Middle is, warm or whatever. My brain, including right now when I talked about it, cannot freaking get my head around which I cannot remember this.
Yeah.
So I'll go to it and pull it all the way forward thinking I'm getting cold water. I'm like, why is that so freaking hot? Oh, yeah, right.
So is that like I wonder if that's like a safety feature? They found out that kids typically push forward and
Might
adults would pull, or whatever, or vice versa. I wonder.
Yeah.
I also get mad about the newer faucet stuff with the mixture stuff. It's
yeah.
I'm gonna use all hot, and it's like, no, you're not. And I'm like, yes, I am. And it's like, we don't have that.
No, we
all
don't
we have
do
is
that.
mix.
Yeah.
Right. We're not letting you burn yourself. No way.
No, we're here to save you. But I'm going to do it tonight.
Let me
I'm going to
burn
go up
myself.
there. I'm going to go do the dishes, and I'm going to put it on cold and go, why is this cold?
Yeah.
And go, oh,
and you're going to sit there and you're going to keep putting your finger in it going, no. Still
and you'd
cold,
think
no,
after about
no.
the last 10 times of doing it, something would have sunk in. But the muscle memory's not kicking in. So I've got to come up with like a thing in my head, like
a device.
yeah, mnemonic device, like go back.
Lights are so stinking cheap now. Just light the filter thing. Just whenever I push it one way, just get more red or more blue. Come on. It's not that hard. Come on.
I like lefty hottie, righty coolie. But the problem is
Ready, coolie.
but the problem, Jerry, is it's forward and back, not right and left. So I
Right.
need to go. Let's see, what's cold C, obviously. So, and cold is in the back. I'm trying to remember this. So if I say in the rear, no.
Never fear.
When it's cold, push it. See, I can't
Right.
do it.
I don't know. It's a good one.
Yeah. Forward, hot. That ladies sure got.
Right.
I can't do it.
Push it back to be bold so you can get some cold. I don't know.
Cold
You'll
in the
figure out
front,
something.
hot in the back. Hold on now.
Oh, I kind of like that. Cold
But it's
in the
wrong.
back.
It's cold in the
Hot in the
back,
front.
hot in the front. I already did it wrong again. Why is that so hard? I can't figure out why that's hard. Anyway, thank you, Nikolai, for writing us all the way from Russia with a name like Nikolai.
Oh,
I
Nikolai.
actually don't know where he's from.
Yeah, you don't
but
know.
I doubt it's from Russia, if I had to guess. Let's get to what our next game discussion will be. We are going to be talking about Sega Rally, the arcade and Saturn games, and Sega Rally 2. We'll certainly get some discussion.
Yeah.
But I have such fond feelings for almost all rally games.
Same.
But Sega Rally in particular brought that vibe to a more arcade, approachable sort of vibe that anybody could play, easy to get into, hard to master. I think it's one of the great things they've ever done. They easily have the most annoying announcer, though. Like the guy sitting next to you is going, turn left, turn right. Well, good job, man. Like that guy, he sucks in there. He's the worst, and you can't turn him off.
It makes you want to go faster, right?
Yeah.
Let's go. Faster.
Yeah. So
faster.
We'll get into it. Sega Rally, Arcade and Saturn coming up next week right here on Play Retro. In the meantime, please support us on our Patreon at patreon.com/playretro. Be like Paul St. Germain III.
The third.
Germain, sorry. Paul St. Germain III. That's way cooler.
That is way cooler.
And then Darth J. Mac. He also signed up. Yep, they're our first.
I wonder who his Sith Lord is.
Yeah, no, right. He's, I think, his own, I guess.
Yeah.
They're the first, I think they're first 2 patrons of the year.
Of the 2026?
I think so.
Very good.
Yeah, I think that's pretty awesome. So welcome, guys. You're now getting no commercials ever. You're getting pre-show content every week. You're getting monthly benefits that only you're going to get because you signed up. And I'm telling you, today's pre-show is awesome. Actually, everyone will probably hear it because I'm going to put it out in public. But I want them to hear this awesome pre-show. We had a great pre-show today, and I want people to understand what they're missing every week if they don't. Just belly up and throw a couple of bucks our way.
Oh, man. You know what? I know Facebook Marketplace listens to me because this past week, like the previous episode, did we talk about the giant toys from our childhood?
Oh, yeah.
And like the Castle Grayskull. So one of them popped on my Facebook. Oh, I want it so bad. I was about to order. It was in such good shape. And I was like, I need that. And I'm like, no, I don't. Where am I going to put it?
Your phone's listening to you. That's what's going on.
Apparently. Obviously.
Yeah. I think that's just the truth.
Stop listening!
Stop listening to me, Prince Adam. All right. That's it, everybody. We're going to hold this episode aloft and go get on our magic battle cats. Until next week, I would like you all to play something retro between now and then. Kiss our butts. No, don't do that. That's for Brian to do.
That's for me to do.
That'll do it for us. Thanks, everybody, for listening. We'll see you then. Bye now.
Butt rockets.
Butt rocket.
This show is part of the Frog Pants Network. Yes. Get more at frogpants.com.
Game Boy Advance.